In order to become wise, one must study. In order to study, one must be humble. I must recognize that someone else has information that I don't. Only a cup which has empty space can retain the new water poured into it. If it's full, the new water just falls to the side. Likewise, in one's mind, space must be made for new information to enter. Humility is the ingredient that makes the space. This truth applies not only to one who is an expert in a specific subject in regards to learning about a different subject. We all understand that just because I've mastered mechanical engineering doesn't mean I have a clue about stock market investing. And most people, not all, but most, I believe, would admit to this truth. But we are talking even a level up. Even if I am the world's greatest in a particular field, be it the world's greatest violinist or world's greatest brain surgeon or opera singer or banker, I have what to learn from others in my field too. And with humility, I will gain that knowledge and further grow and succeed. Absent this humility, I will remain stagnant, and sooner or later, I'll become stale and wither away. We learned this from none other than Moses himself. In this week's Parsha, we are introduced to Yisro, the father-in-law of Moses. Now Yisro surely loved his son-in-law and had much nachas from him. But Moses was Moses, and there was none other like him. He was the world's greatest leader, the world's greatest expert on Torah and Jewish law. He was the genius. Yet, he was humble enough to take advice from his convert father-in-law in how to improve the Jewish court system. In Exodus chapter 18, verses 14 through 24, the Torah teaches us how after receiving the Torah, Moshe would sit all day and night and adjudicate cases brought before him. The one and only Moses dedicated all of his time to his people. He was the expert, and this was the system that he had in place. But here comes his father-in-law with some advice. His father-in-law Yisro, who was not raised Jewish, did not experience the Jewish culture, was going to the world's greatest expert on Judaism and telling him that your model is not going to work. In no time, you will surely wither yourself out. How does Moshe react to these words coming from this novice? How would you react to a novice giving you advice in an area of your expertise? The answer, of course, is that Moshe took it as constructive criticism. Moshe was humble, and if you're humble, you make space for another, regardless of who that other is. Every word of advice shared from love is taken seriously and thought over. Nothing is brushed aside. The mission and ethics of our fathers famously defines a wise person as one who learns from every person. Eizehu chacham halomed mikol adam. Moshe took advice from his father-in-law. The Jewish court system changed ever since. Let us follow this model and work on our listening to others when they share with us positive advice. Let's be slower to brush these kinds of things aside. We can all make space in our mind and heart for others by recognizing that they have what to share and we have what to learn. If Moshe can do it, certainly we can too. I wish you a good Shabbos.